Hello, and welcome to another Wednesdays with Wendy, where we make small business ownership less stressful, one step at a time. If you are new here, one of my new followers, thank you so much for following me. Would you hit like real fast and so I can see if you are seeing these videos? Drop a comment if you want. You can just say hi. You can let me know what topics you'd like me to cover, what questions you have. That would be awesome. All right, today we're going to talk about charitable giving. 'Tis the season, right? It's better to give than receive. Well, today we're going to talk about the good and proper way to do that. Before we get to that, though, my name is Wendy Kane. I'm the owner of Kane Accounting and Financial Coaching. I do bookkeeping and payroll for independent contractors and small businesses so that you can have peace at tax time and throughout the rest of the year. Okay, charitable giving, charitable donations. This time of year is huge for people who want to give donations to their favorite charities, make some year-end gifts, maybe get the tax deduction. Just caveat and a whole other discussion. It is perfectly fine to take a tax deduction for any charitable giving that you're doing, provided you do it to a right organization. We're going to get to that in a minute. It doesn't diminish your gift just because the IRS lets you deduct it on your taxes. All right? Soapbox, and I can go into that later in another episode. Anyway, so what I want to show you today is an awesome tool that the IRS has given us. So when you are donating to an organization, you truly are not supposed to deduct on your taxes any amounts given to an organization unless they are an official tax exempt organization that is registered with the IRS. Okay, so how do you know if they are registered with the IRS? Here's how you know. Let me share my screen. The IRS has this handy tax exempt organization search. So I will put a link in the comments where you can see that and click on it. You go here and you can search. They have, of course, a lot of things you can search on, which is cool. You can search all, you can pick these different things. You can search by the organization's EIN. I don't think you're going to know that. The best way to do it is city and state. That would probably narrow it down. And you can do search all. This publication 78 data, auto revocation list, determination. You don't need to know all that. Here's the two I would look for. If you can do search all if you want. I would do the Form 990N e-postcard. Excuse me. This is a tax return. It's the simplest thing. A tax exempt organization just submits a thing to the IRS that says, "Hi, we're still here. We still exist," and that's all they have to do. Copies of that are on this website. Also, copies of returns. Can you see that? It's not highlighting on my thing. Copies of the tax return. So a tax exempt organization, ironically, files a tax return, but they don't pay any taxes. They just have to tell the IRS, here's how much money we collected, here's what it was spent on. You can go look that information up to make sure that the organization you're donating to is using their funds in a responsible way. And so that is the Form 990, 990EZ, and there's some others on there too. Let's see, I will reset this. Now I can't type on camera here. We're going to search Fayetteville, Arkansas, where I'm located. And this is for all of them. And you can see it comes up with a list. 4-H clubs, 99 balloons, a diamond mine ink paint. Let's see. Abide Collective. I know them. And I mean, obviously I start with the A's and you can go on, keep going. I wish they would let you search by name, but it doesn't appear that you can. Maybe there's another thing you can click. Search term. No, it doesn't have it by name. That would be cool though. Anyway, if you know the name though, you can, it's in alphabetical order. You can kind of figure it out. But this tool will tell you which organizations are officially registered with the IRS. In order to deduct the contribution on your tax return, business or personal, the organization must be registered with the IRS in some form or fashion. If they are not registered with the IRS, you really can't deduct it on the tax return. They may be a good organization, good people, but if they're not officially registered, your donation won't count. And if you're ever audited and the IRS finds that, they won't allow that as a deduction. So anyway, that is a nifty tool. Let me see, what else can we talk about? I don't know. You can, so to deduct the, sorry, I'm trying to decide if I want to tell you all about this or not. Maybe I don't. To deduct a contribution on your tax return, you've got to make it by December 31st. And if it's on a S Corp or partnership, it's going to flow through to your personal return. So you can still deduct it, just not on the business. That may be more than y'all want to know. My tax brain jumps into gear, and and I tend to give lots of extra information. Anyway, let's that's all we'll talk about for today. Look up your favorite organizations using this tool. Make sure they're registered with the IRS. Most of them are. All of the legitimate ones are. And so you can double check it that way. Uh, be generous this season. Everybody can use a little extra help this time of year. And it not only means a lot to the charities you are donating to, it will make you feel good too. There was a study I saw in the paper just the other day that said doing good for others makes you feel good too. So that's like win-win. You make the charity feel good, they can do their mission more with your donation, and then you make yourself feel good too because you know you've helped somebody out. All right, that is it for this week. Remember, no one is born knowing how to do this, and it is not taught in school. If you're feeling lost and overwhelmed, you are not alone, and that's why I'm here to help you. Go to my website, schedule a free consultation if you'd like, sign up for my newsletter, and I'll see you next week.